What's going on, guys? This is Barker, back with another NBA video talking about the NBA, and today I'm talking about my predictions for the NBA awards this season. Now, obviously, it's early into the season, a lot can happen. Steph Curry can tear his ACL. Draymond Green, I don't know, can just stop wanting to play basketball. I don't know. Kyrie can come back. There's a lot of things that can affect these awards, but these are my prediction on what's going to happen at the end of the season and who's going to win what award. So I'm going to start off with the awards that people don't really care that much about, like Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year, and then go down to the juicy ones like Rookie of the Year and MVP. So first off, I'm going to start off with Sixth Man of the Year. You got to give it to the man who has a song named after him by Jack Harlow, Tyler Hero. He's been absolutely balling for the Miami Heat off the bench. Absolute stud. He's definitely bouncing back from a lackluster sophomore season last year and looking amazing this season and kind of proving that he deserves a big contract extension. He's an absolute baller and shows he has high potential and is honestly potentially might end up starting very, very soon because Duncan Robinson is the most inconsistent player on the planet. Runner-ups for Sixth Man of the Year, you got to give Montrezl Harrell some noteworthy consideration. He's been absolutely balling for the Washington Wizards. He was getting MVP chance in the beginning of the season. He slowed down a little, going more into the season, but he's still an absolute monster on the boards and, gets buckets. And then Derrick Rose, in my opinion, of the New York Knicks, absolutely balling, high efficiency, and does exactly what you need with a six-man. Facilitates and scores when needed at a high efficiency. Surprisingly, Jordan Clarkson has been shooting really inefficiently for the Utah Jazz this season, not looking like the amazing six-man he used to be. He's kind of looked lackluster so far, but I expect that to improve throughout the season. Coach of the Year, you got to give it to Steve Kerr. Golden State Warriors were not expected to be this good before Klay Thompson even came back from injury. They're this good, and James Wiseman, and they didn't even really add that many notable free agents. And yet they're still this good. You got to give Coach of the Year to Steve Kerr. Some, runner-ups for that, Monty Williams, Steve Nash, kind of the other top teams in their respective conferences. Executive of the Year, got to give it to Bob Myers, the general manager of the Golden State Warriors. He made some questionable moves in the offseason that a lot of people didn't like moving Eric Pascal for basically nothing. And not trading away the young pieces and adding on solid additions with Otto Porter, Gary Payton II. It's worked out really well, and you can tell that he got players that fit the Golden State Warriors scheme, and it's worked amazingly so far. Most improved, there's a lot of candidates for this award, but if I had to give it to someone, I got to give it to the man stepping up when needed most, Tyrese Maxey. Ben Simmons hasn't played a game for the 76ers yet as the making of this video, and Tyrese Maxey has filled in his spot and honestly has looked somewhat better than Ben Simmons. I gotta give the man respect. It's his second year in the league, and he's looking this good. Runner-ups, you gotta give DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray? What the hell? I don't know who that is. DeJounte Murray has almost been averaging a triple-double. Young stud on the San Antonio Spurs. The only problem is he shoots so inefficiently. If he could shoot super efficiently, he would have been a no-brainer for this award, but you got to see an uptake on the efficiency at three and the field. Jordan Poole has also looked amazing for the Golden State Warriors, stepping up into a bigger role. Little inconsistent. I could easily see him passing Tyrese Maxey if he improves, but most likely he'll take, a back step once they get Klay back. Defensive Player of the Year. You got to give to Draymond Green. He has been locking down for the Golden State Warriors. If you watch Golden State Warriors games, his defensive prowess cannot be shown on the stat sheet. You just gotta watch it. He always makes the right reads, can defend no matter what position he's guarding, whether it be a center, whether it be a point guard. He can lock them down completely. He is one of the most versatile defenders in the league. And I'm sick of just giving it to Rudy Gobert basically as a consolation prize. Basically saying, just give it to Rudy Gobert. If all else fails, just give it to Rudy Gobert. I don't like that. I don't think Rudy Gobert deserves Defensive Player of the Year. I believe he's a runner-up for it, and so is Giannis, but Draymond Green has just been playing out of his mind on defense. And he's one of the major reasons why the Golden State Warriors have been so good this season. Rookie of the Year, there's a lot of amazing rookies this season. Looks like a pretty stacked draft class, but if I had to give it to someone, and this is completely not biased, I think Cade Cunningham's going to win the award. Jeremy Grant is going to be out for at least 6 weeks for the season. That's going to give a lot more touches for Cade Cunningham on the offensive end, and trust me, he's going to take advantage of that. His last couple games, he's looked like an absolute superstar, so I can't imagine once he gets more and more comfortable and more healed from his injury, how good he's going to look at the end of the season. Runner-ups, you got to give it to Evan Mobley. He looks like a future Defensive Player of the Year. Anthony Davis kind of looking like player. And then Scotty Barnes, versatile wing, can kind of do it all for Toronto. Got to give those guys some consideration. Now, the last award, kind of the major award, MVP. Who is going to win it? In my opinion, I think it's going to be Stephen Curry. He has been absolutely balling. This video was recorded before he broke the three-point record, but most likely he's going to break it against the Knicks because he's 2 away. He's been balling. Not to the extent he was last season, or not to the extent of other seasons, but he's looked amazing. He's the best player on one of the best teams in the NBA, and that's why I have him as the MVP winner. But I will say, Nikola Jokic, if the Denver Nuggets can go on a streak and be a decent playoff team, I gotta give it to Nikola Jokic. He's been playing absolutely nuts. He's been playing better than his MVP season. He arguably looks like the best player in the NBA. And if he had guys like Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. who weren't injured for the rest of the season, this Nuggets team would look scary and be like the best team in the West, in my opinion. It's just a lot of their pieces are injured, and that's why the Nuggets aren't that good of a seed. So the question is, how high of a seed does the Nuggets have to be for Jokic to win MVP? Because he's playing like the best player in the NBA. It's just a question of team success. And then Kevin Durant, absolute bucket getter. I believe he's leading the league in points per game. Just extremely efficient no matter where he is on the court. You know, Kevin Durant's always going to be an MVP caliber type player every single season he plays. Let me know what you guys think about my early award predictions. Do you agree with all of them? Do you disagree with some of them? Let me know in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. I make NBA videos all the time. And I'm not stopping anytime soon. Road to 400. Peace.